What's up? It's Zach back here again from Down South Racing, and I've seen something really cool today. If you all follow pretty much any Mustang page, I'm sure they might have posted it already, but Mustang 6G posted today the first video of the new and upcoming GT500 on the track. Thing sounds nasty, but I'm going to post the video in here real quick, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit, so here we go. Alright guys, so as you can see right there, this is the first video of the GT500 under full acceleration, on track, anything really like that. There was a short video way back when of it out testing with a ZL1, and it kind of accelerated away pretty quickly, and kind of got an idea, being able to hear it. One thing I will comment on though, the Ford's kind of teaser video they did, even though it was animated, sounds very similar to this car. So what we're looking at here is, the 5.2 liter supercharged V8. It's a cross-plane version of the Voodoo motor, and should have a TVS 2650 blower on it, making well north of 700 horsepower. My personal guess is going to be nearing in on the 800 mark, although I don't think it'll quite eclipse 800 horsepower. Be pretty easy to do for Ford, but I don't think they're going to push it too hard, considering they have to warranty and stuff, and it's going to be a brand new car, and they don't want it to come out and just be a flop and break and stuff like that. But the sound is incredible. It's very loud. I mean, we're talking this video is from a few hundred feet away, and I'm sorry about the quality, but that's just how they posted it to Mustang 6G. Everyone just seems to video with a potato. I guess it's kind of like Bigfoot. I guess I'm just kidding. Everyone videos Bigfoot with a potato. They make fun of that, but I guess when you catch a brand new GT500 out, you have to pull out your potato and video. You can't just have like an iPhone, whatever, and have a somewhat decent film of it, but nonetheless it's still video evidence, and so that's very good to see that Ford's out testing it, because that normally means that the car's not too far away. It's kind of like the C8 Corvette that we talked about a few days ago. Finally at the Nürburgring. You'll probably see the GT500 at the Nürburgring at some point or another, would be my guess. Maybe not, but more than likely, and that probably gonna lead to some very similar release dates at the beginning of 2019. More than likely Detroit for both of them in January, but we'll have to see. Dear Lord, my car is dirty though. God, I don't really let my car get this dirty very often. I don't know how y'all can see that, but I've been lazy because we've been raining. We had flash flood warnings here, so need to clean. But guys, for me at least, the biggest takeaway, other than the sound and the fact that they were actually testing it hard. I mean, it was going around the track at a very, probably like a 8 or 9/10 pace. And the transmission, the shifting sounds is what I'm going to get into next. The shifts definitely do not sound like a very crisp DCT, although the guy who did post it mentioned something, it could just be like a different drive mode. It might not be shifting crazy fast as of right now, and they obviously probably don't have the calibration 100%, but my thoughts as it shifted pretty quickly going down through there, I'm thinking it's a 10-speed. Again, I'm one of the people who way back when I said that the GT500 is going to get the Ford GT's DCT, I'm leaning towards that being wrong. Now I'm leaning towards them putting the 10-speed transmission in it because it's more cost effective. It's going to be lighter than a DCT. It should shift, 99–98% just as good. It's not going to be as crisp, but in terms of shift speed alone, the 10-speed is very close to a DCT, and they're going to probably ramp it up even more for the last special edition, more than likely, or the greatest special edition of the S550 Mustang. So look for it to have a 10-speed. Look for it to shift extremely fast. I mean, we've seen stock 2018 Mustangs, guys, with 460 horsepower running 11s. We've seen ZL1s with the same 10-speed with 650 horsepower run 1098 on just, a set of decent, street legal drag radials on the 20-inch rims. So, this GT500, as long as it's got well over 700 horsepower, has got a shot to be in the 10s from the factory without question. So we'll just have to see how it goes. And what I'm saying about, it being more cost effective, a dual clutch transmission costs a lot to make. Ford doesn't actually make their own dual clutch transmission, so I can't talk, but they source it from, I think it's X-Track in the Ford GT, correct me if I'm wrong, but pretty sure that's who they source their DCT in the Ford GT from. And so, you know, it's costing them money to have to buy the transmission. Obviously, they have to mark it up to make profit on it. They're having to do all the R&D, you know, and stuff like that. The 10-speed's kind of already honed in. They just kind of got to make sure that it can stand up to the power and the torque the GT500 is going to put out. And, you know, the GT500 is going to be the most expensive Mustang ever, guys. I mean, GT350R sticker price $69,000 to $70,000. Look for this to be, my personal guess is $85,000 before anything. I'm thinking like a base GT500 is going to be between $80,000 and $85,000. I'm thinking a fully optional one is going to be $90,000. Probably nearing in on 100, depending on how crazy you can go with the options. If they do like carbon fiber, you know, exterior, interior, stuff like that. If there's going to be like a GT500 KR, which a lot of people think there's going to be, that car right there could easily be a $100,000 Mustang, and that's crazy. But bang for buck wise, if this car is, you know, 800 horsepower in the 38 to 3,900 pound range with a 10-speed auto, I mean, you know, that's equating in a Mustang. Like the GT350R supposedly went around the Nürburgring in 732, I believe, 732. Correct me again if I'm wrong. I mean, you think about a GT350R with another almost 300 horsepower. I would, in the 7, you know, teen versions of the 7-minute mark, that's about like a ZL11LE. What did it do? 716, I think 713 unofficially. But look for it to be something very similar to that if they take it and actually publish a time. Ford doesn't normally publish Nürburgring times, but, you know, I think it would be cool for them, at least in the GT500, to do so if it does manage a good time. The tires on the GT500 are probably going to be Michelin Pilot Sport Cups. Cup 2s, I would think, but I don't know. They might offer like a Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, and the KR version might have the Cup 2, but we'll just have to see. So guys, I want to hear from you all. Comment down below what you're expecting out of the GT500, what you want out of the GT500, what you think that it needs to do to claim the muscle car crown, I guess, you know, in essence, because, I mean, you know, at the top right now I got like a ZL1LE would be the fastest track muscle car. It's really a sports car. Fastest straight line, you know, Dodge Demon. As of right now, you know, the Hellcat Red Eye came out to 797 horsepower, so that's not anything to be, you know, like just joke about. Hellcats are still fast, guys. I mean, you know, the Corvette ZR1, 755 horsepower, 212 miles an hour. That's pretty crazy, you know, considering that car's $130,000. The Ford GT's $500,000, only does 216 miles an hour, and that's really only because it can lower itself down, and so it's, you know, real low to the ground, and that creates less drag going down the road. But, you know, let me know, do you all think that the GT500 is going to have 800 horsepower? Do you think that it's going to be more of a grand tour? Do you think they'll focus on more track orientation? Do you think it'll have the 10-speed? Do you think it'll have a dual clutch? Do you think they'll offer a manual? That's a big thing. I personally think they will. Every Shelby Mustang beforehand has had a manual only, and, you know, this is going to be the first one to have an automatic. For sure going to have an automatic, but now we're kind of in the opposite. Will it have a manual? Is it worth them having a manual in there? And I think so, yes. The Tremec manuals and all the Shelbys are, you know, very, very, very good. They're incredible, honestly. They shift like butter. I mean, it's like putting, you know, a bolt-action rifle. It's very, you know, engaging to shift a Tremec in a Shelby versus an MT82 car in the 5.0s. There's just so much. But guys, that's going to do it for this quick little video right here. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you found it informative. Like I said, comment down below. Give me all your thoughts and opinions on the GT500. It's very cool to see that they're out testing it. I'm sure we'll see more videos, more spy shots here in the near future. But guys, subscribe for more videos like this. You know, we try to put out a video every other day at a minimum. Sometimes college catches up and we can't, but, you know, sometimes we do. Like one time we went like 8 videos in a row. You know, that's rare, but we do put out all content. I'm not just, you know, we don't put out content just about Mustangs, even though we do mostly Mustangs, but, like, you know, I try to cover all the big car news in the world. So, I mean, like, if a car comes out and breaks a Nürburgring record or something, you're going to see a video about it. So stick around, guys, because I always try to be informative. I always try to at least have my facts 99% straight. Most of the time they're 100% correct. It's a big thing with me. I like, you know, telling true things. We'll say that, I guess. But stay tuned for the next video, guys. But until then, peace out. Hope you all had a great day.